So, inshallah, we're going to start. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So, we will be learning 3 ayats of Surah Ghafir, ayat number 47 to 49. At this point, the person who was speaking in the court of Pharaoh, his speech is over, and a different topic starts. In these ayats, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing a situation of the day of judgment, the hereafter. And to understand the background, this is about those societies and those communities and those people who had been living in the worldly life. And in each community, each society, there are 2 kinds of people. One kind are those who have the authority, the power, and they are ruling and they have command on the people. The other kind of the people are who are under their control, under their supervision, and they try to follow what their leaders are telling them to do. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a name for each kind of people. The people who have the upper hand, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling them arrogant people, and the word is istakbar. Istakbar means arrogance. So these people who rule, they control, they try to divert the society their way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in this worldly life, they have istakbar, arrogance. The other kind of the people who are under their control are du'afa. The word is da'if. Da'if means they are weak in their decision making, in their power, in their authority, and all those things. So these 2 kinds of people, when they stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, they both are punished because they both were disobedient in the worldly life. So both groups, both kinds of people are sent to the Jahannam to be punished in the fire. So at that time, the people who are weaker in this worldly life, they will start saying something. And there will be an argument that will break out between these 2 groups in the Annar, in the Jahannam, in the hellfire. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is quoting in these ayats, what are they saying to each other, how are they blaming each other, and how are they trying to save each other from what's happening there. So inshallah we'll do a simple translation. The ayat starts with A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Wa idh yatahajjuna, and when, and the when is the day of judgment, they will dispute, they will argue. 2 peoples of groups will have an argument finnari, while they are in the hellfire. So in the hellfire, in the fire when they are burning, they will have a disagreement, dispute, argument between themselves. So first, those people who were weaker in the worldly life, they will say something. So Allah says, فَيَقُولُ الضُّعَفَاءُ. So those people who were da'if, those who were weaker in the worldly life, they will say something. لِلَّذِينَ, and they will say to those people, istakbaru, those who had done istakbar, they were arrogant, they were in the leading position, they were controlling. So the weaker people will speak to the arrogant people, and this is what they will say. Inna kunna lakum taba'an. They will say, in the worldly life, we used to be the followers of you. Fahal antum. So now, is it possible that you, moghnuna, can take away, can free us, anna, from us, nasibam minan nar, a portion of the fire. So we are burning, you are burning, but now because we were following you. Can you help us? Umar, just leave it, please.
This is wrong.
Just please leave. Nasibam minan nar, a portion of the fire, can you remove from us? Qala alladhina istakbaru. So those people who were arrogant in the worldly life, they will say something. What they will say? Inna kullun fiha, we all are in this fire. Inna Allaha, indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, qad hakama bainal ibad, indeed has judged between the servants, between his slaves. Then, so these people who were weaker and they have received the answer from the arrogant people that they will not get any help. So now people will turn their attention to the guards of the hellfire, of the Jahannam. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ فِي النَّارِ, and those people who were or will be in the fire, they will say something. First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is لِخَزَنَةِ جَهَنَّمَ, to the guards of the hell, they will say something. What will they say? Ud'u rabbakum, call, pray to your Lord. Yukhaffif anna, that he may lighten, he may reduce from us. Yawman, even for a day or for some time, minal azabi, of the punishment. So this is a conversation that will go on, and angels or the guards who will be the angels, they will respond something. So the situation will continue. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning that. So now we want to go back to the beginning and do some understanding of the verses here. The word, the ayat starts with وَإِذْ. Is used for when. And this time this إِذْ, usually in the grammatical way, there are two words, إِذْ and إِذَا. Is used when something was done in the past. إِذَا is used when something will be done in the future. Here the word إِذْ is being used when on the day of judgment, when people have been judged and they are in the fire. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking that time frame and describing to the people here in the word through the Quran. So Allah says, وَإِذْ, and when, يَتَحَاجُّونَ. So let's understand that word. The root letters are Ha, Jim, and Jim, three letters. And this has many meanings, and the word that we created, Hajj, which is a journey, a pilgrimage, or heading to somewhere, is these three root letters. These are three letters, so they belong to the group of the word Fa'ala. Three letters. We are going to make a bigger word, and the way we will make the bigger word is that we are going to add two letters, a Ta and an Alif. And we will keep the other three letters, Fa and Lam. Keep these three letters. In the beginning, add a Ta, and then add Alif after Fa. So the sound of this letter will be Tafa'ala. This formation of the bigger words is called Bab number 6, where a bigger word is created. And so let's apply this and we'll see the meaning of that. So put a Ta in the beginning here, and an Alif, and keep the three letters in the same order as Tafa'ala. So this will be pronounced as Tahajjaja. Two Jims here would be pronounced with a Shadda. So this will be pronounced, written as Tahajja. Jim with a Shadda is like a 2. So Tahajja. The meaning of this word, we use a word in Urdu also, Hujjat. Hujjat is when two people or two parties are disputing, they are arguing with another. That is the meaning of Tahajja. Okay, the version of tafa'ala. So that is the word Quran is using here. Now, in this word, when you put a ya in the beginning, this brings the grammar of third person. When you put a waw, it becomes plural, and we add a noon in Arabic here. So in order to make the plural and the present and future tense, we add a ya and waw and noon. So, so this will become yatahajjuna. That's the word in the Quran. Yatahajjuna. Make sure that when you read the Quran, you pronounce this jim twice. Yatahajjuna. The meaning will be they will dispute. And idh will bring the meaning they will be disputing. So on the day of judgment, there will be some people and then the next word is in finnar. They will be arguing with one another, they will be disputing, they will be blaming each other. That's the meaning of yatahajjuna. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that where will that take place? The word is narun, which means fire. But when you put al before that, it is the fire. Annaro. Annaro is typically Quranic terminology is the fire of the hell. So in the hellfire, when people have been judged, punished, they sent there. Al-naro, al-noon is a shamsi, it will be an-naro, and fi means inside or in. Fi is a harfijar, so it will become finnari. In the fire, people will be disputing with one another. They will still be alive because there is no death there. They will be suffering, but they will start fighting with one another. Who are those people? So here, so the word is fayaqulu. Okay, so this is again from the same root letters qaf, waw, and lam, and this means to say. And when you put a ya, yaqulu, he will say, third person will say something. Okay, fa means then means when they are in the fire, then they will say something. Now, who are they, or who is the pronoun here? We'll look in the next word. But fayaqulu means will say. So somebody or some people will say something. Now the next word is very common, but we need to understand for the proper pronunciation. The root letters is duad, ain, and fa. Da'afa. Da'afa means, and we know a word da'if. We say da'if, but it is da'if. In Urdu, we use da'if for two meanings. Some person who is very old, we call him da'if. The other thing is someone who is really weak, we call him da'if. So here, the meaning is specific to the, not to the old age, but who has less authority, less power, less of everything in the worldly life. Under the control of the other people, they are being called by these root letters, da'afa. So first thing we will take and make a noun of that. Da'ifun is the noun. Da'ifun means a weak person. One single person who is weak is da'if. Full word is da'ifun. Now this is one person. So now let's make the plural of that. Plural is made by adding an alif, du'afa'un. 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 That's the plural. Many weak persons or people are du'afa'un. Now we are going to put al before that. Al will make it da, and then it will be specific those people who, according to the context, were weaker people in the worldly life. So when you put al before that, two things will happen. Dawad is a shamsi letter, it will kill the sound of lam, but double up its own sound. So it becomes ad-du'afa, and when you put al, one dhamma goes away. It becomes ad-du'afa'u, and we write a wow as a chair. You don't pronounce wow. So it is just written there. So that's how it's in the Quran. The word is ad-du'afa'u. Okay. The weak people. Okay. Because of this hamza, this alif will have a mad on it. So it will be ad-du'afa'u. Not o only, because wow is not to be pronounced. So weaker people, the meaning is people who used to be weak people under the authority and control of the people in the worldly life. Now the word after that is lilladhina. Important thing is that this li is a harf jar and it is meaning is to. And allazina means pupil, some pupil. We need to make sure that we keep it pointing to the right direction. Allazina means those. First, those, some people are being mentioned. Then Quran is defining who are these people. So one group of people is da'if, weaker people. They are saying something to some other people who are allazina, but the word of allazina is pointing to the next word, istakbaru. So let's understand that word. Kabara are the root letters. Kabara means to be big, to have power. Okay. Akbar is from the same, Kabir is from the same, Bab Fa'ala. Okay. We make the Bab number 10 by putting an ist in the beginning, like istaghfara. So this will become istakbara. So the formation is that you put ist. So there is a kasra and tasin and ta. Ista. So this will become istakbara. Istakbara means to be arrogant, to do istakbar, to show arrogance. Okay, so istakbara means someone is being arrogant, someone is trying to be big. Okay, istakbara. So the meaning, if you put a plural, it will become the grammar of past tense and plural. They were arrogant. Some people were arrogant. So allazina, those people, istakbaru, they were arrogant. So you just put an alif, we don't pronounce. So allazina istakbaru. So daif people in the hellfire will say something to the people who were arrogant in the worldly life. What they will say, the next few words are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is quoting their words. What are they saying? Inna kunna lakum taba'an. 4 words, let's understand first of all. First of all is the inna means surely. Now these people are talking about themselves. So they are adding, we have to add a na. Na means we. So if we write down them together, the sound is inna, 3 na sound, but there is a shorter version of this word. We don't pronounce 3 noons, we pronounce only 2 noons. Meaning does not change, and written inna means surely we. That's the first word. We, the speakers are du'afa, so they are saying definitely we. The next one word is kaf, waw and noon. This means to be. When we put the grammar of fa'ala, we put a na at the end, it becomes we did, plural and the past tense. So if we apply that here, we have kaf, waw and noon, and we put a noon after that. So it becomes kavana na. Fa'alna kavanna. That means we were. To be, the past tense of we did will be we were or we had been. Now we fix the sound of that. Is that this waw is a weak letter. So we throw away the waw and move the sound of the waw on kaf. So you kill the waw and move its sound on kaf. So it becomes kunna. That's the word in the Quran. Kunna means we were. Inna kunna, we were. Definitely we were or we had been. Lakum. La and kum. So la means two and kum means you plural. And this is pointing to the arrogant people. So they are saying we were to you in the worldly life. What we were to you? Taba'an. So the root letters are ta, ba and ain. This means to follow. Okay. Taba, ittiba from the same. So taba'un is the noun. Taba'un. Taba'un, following. Okay. Now it is coming as a khabar or maf'ul of kunna. So the only thing happens is two dhammas to change to two fathas and we add an alif there. So it becomes taba'an, following. They are saying in the worldly life, we used to follow you. We were your followers. Whatever you told us to do, we did that. Now, as a result of that, we and you both are in the hellfire. So now they are saying, is it possible that you can help us to get out? Because you used to make us do everything in the worldly life. So that is the word fahal antum moghnuna. Words are very simple, but we need to make sure we understand. First letter is fa. Second letter is hal. Fa means so. Hal means is a used to bring a question mark. Okay, like someone is asking you something. Okay, can you do? For example, so you use the word hal for bringing a question statement. Okay. Next thing is antum. Antum is pointing, because weaker people are talking here, to the stronger or arrogant people. So antum is pointing to the word istakbaru. Fahal antum, then can you, they are saying to the arrogant peoples, then can you do? What can you do? Something. Okay. The next word is used, and I want to spend a few minutes on that one. Root letters is ghain, noon, and ya. Okay. The meaning of these three letters is that to be rich. I'm just going to use one word. To be, and actually two meanings, and both will apply. To be rich, that's what we know as generally meaning, or to be free of any need. And this used is when we make the word ghani. Ghani is used for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He himself is rich, means he has everything. He doesn't need anything. He is free of any needs. So there are many ways you can explain the meaning of the word ghani. But this is a quality that someone who he has this quality. Now, if these are three letters, fa'ala, if you make a bigger word by adding an alif, it becomes af'ala. Af'ala will be agh, noon, and ya, aghna. The meaning is to make someone rich, okay, or to make someone free. So here, when we make this kind of word, it becomes in between two parties. One is giving, one is taking. Aghna means to make someone rich. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself is ghani. He is rich, he is free of any needs. But aghna means that he can give someone richness or freedom or anything. So two parties, two people will be involved in the word aghna. Now, keep in mind this word that when we have this 4 letters, aslama means to submit. A person who is submitting or a person, a doer, how do we do that? We put a meme in the beginning. We remove alif and pronounce as muslimun. Muslimun is the doer, a person who is doing the activity of aslama. A person who is doing the activity here, we can make by same rule by applying a meme in the beginning. So if we apply meme in the beginning, it's exactly same way. Here sin lam meme, here ghain ya, noon and ya. So it become mogo ni yun. That's the sound. Exactly same harakat. Muslimun mughniyun. Mughniyun is someone who can free somebody else, who can make someone rich, for example. So that is the word mughniyun. Full word is mughniyun. Now we are going to make a plural of that. So the word is mughniyun. Mughniyun. How do we make the plural? If the word is muslimun, plural is muslimuna. We add a waw and noon. So we are going to make a plural. So it will become mughniyuna. Weak. Ya is a weak letter. So we just drop the sound of that. So this will become mughnuna. Okay, and that's the word in the Quran. Mughnuna are those people who can free someone, okay, or who can make someone rich. So, or who can take somebody else's and give to somebody else. So what they are saying, Fahal antum mughnuna, is it possible that you make us free? You can take away something from us, okay, remove something from us, mughnuna. So poor people are calling rich, arrogant people in the hellfire, mughnuna. You are the ones, because you had the worldly power, authority when we were living in the world. Can you do the same thing here? You can remove something from us, you can free us, you can help us. And the word after that is anna. So anna is made of 2 parts, anna. Anna means from us. And us is the weaker people. So they say, can you remove something? Can you take something from us? And the word after that is nasibun. Nasib means portion. It's also used in Urdu. Nasaba, nasib mera kya hai? Nasibun means muqaddar or portion. Actually, the actual meaning is a part of something, portion. You know, when I say this is our nasib in the worldly life, which means this is our portion of what we have been given in the worldly life. So nasibun means part or portion, okay? And this is coming as a maf'ul, so it become 2 fathas, so it will be nasiban. Can you free us a portion from us, minan nar, of the fire? So they are going to request to the arrogant people, we followed you in the worldly life, we did everything you asked us to do, can you now help us and take away our burning part of azab and punishment from us, or remove this from us?
Do we need this thing? Because it's bothering. So,
I have spent a lot of time before setting it up. It could not be turned off.
It could not
So
be.
yes.
Fine.
Just do that.
And okay. I'll try to do it into that.
So this, up to this point, Fahal antum mughnuna anna nasibam minan nar, they will say, that can you take a portion of the fire from us, away from us? So then the reply will come, قَالَ الَّذِينَ, the people will say, who are those? The same word, istakbaru, those people who had done the istakbar, who were arrogant people, they will reply. What will be reply? Inna, indeed we, kullun, kullun means all of us. Fiha are in this, means you and us both are in this fire. Kullun fiha. Inna Allah, indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. Qad is used for past tense and surely. Hakama means to judge. Okay. Hakama, to make a judgment. So when you put 3 fathas, he has judged. Hakama, he has judged. Okay. Qad hakama, he has already judged. But the word is Allah before that. So Allah has already made a judgment. He has already decided. Baina means between. Ala ibad, the servants. So Allah has already decided, all the decision on the day of judgment has been made. People have been sent out for the punishment. We have no choice of doing anything. So Allah has already decided that. Then after that, these people are still burning in the fire. They are weaker people. So they will turn their attention. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ فِي النَّارِ. So again, waqala, and will say, alladhina, those people, finnari, who are in the fire. Who are, or where are they going to say? Li khazanati jahannama. So let's look at these 2 words. Khazana are the root letters, and its meaning is to guard something. The word is khaza natun. Khazanatun is a plural, and it is used for guards or keeper. Okay. Khazanatun. Okay. Those who are keepers or those are the guards. So these are the angels who are appointed on the hellfire to guard or to protect or be responsible that people are burning there. Khazanatun. Then you combine with the word is Jahannamu. The original word is Jahannamu. Jahannamu means the hell. Okay, that's the word Jahannamu. Okay, so combine them by putting an off in between. So it will be the guards of the hell fire. So that will be guards of hell. So when you combine 2 nouns as mudafile by putting an off, first word loses 1 dhamma, so it will become khazanatu, and second word should be in the state of a jar, but Jahannamu and Jahannama are the only 2 states, so it becomes Jahannama. Khazanatu Jahannama, guards of the hell. Now li, again we translate 2, and li is a harf jar, so it will change to khazanati. Li khazanati Jahannama, to the guards of the hell. The people who are in the fire, they will say something to the guards of the hellfire. What will they say? Next words Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is quoting, Ud'u rabbakum. Simple word dal, ayn, waw is to call or to pray. When you put an alif in the beginning, it becomes a command or is a request. And it's a plural. So ud'u, call or ask or pray. So these people themselves find that their call is not helping, so they will try to reach to the people, the guards of the hellfire, who are the angels, and they will say to the angels, call, make dua, Rabbakum, to your Lord. Okay, call your Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What are they calling for? What is the request they are making? Yukhaffif. So, kha, fa, and fa. These are the root letters. Khafif or khaffafa means to reduce something, to make something less. That's the meaning of khafif, of khaffafa. Yukhaffif, he will make, it's a request, it's a dua, that he makes or he reduces. Ya means third person, yo, and is pointing to the word Rabb. So he reduces, or if you want to combine with, your Lord reduces. Anna, again the word same thing, from us. Yawman, a day. Okay, the word is yawmun, but it's coming as a maf'ul of yukhaffif, so it becomes yawman, and you put an alif here. So even for a day, they are saying even for a day, he reduces, he lessens of what? Minal azab, of the punishment that we are into. So this is a request they are asking the guards of the hellfire, that they should request to their Lord that he can reduce, lessens, lightens upon us just for a day the punishment of azab, the punishment or azab that we are into, if it can be lighten us for even a day. So this is the situation Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning on the day of judgment will happen. Okay. So inshallah we'll continue that, and we'll stop here. May Allah accept from us, give us tawfiq to understand.